What?
Like, this man's in, like, high stiletto leather boots in a tank top walking around like a cat on all fours, and women are losing their shit. And I'm like, what happened to Jason Statham? The fucking English bruiser with no hair, and you're like, he was hot shit at one point.
Do you think he'd go to cat school?
No fucking way. He just kicks cats.
What?
Like real cats.
What's a fucking cat school? Yeah, no, wouldn't be a fan of that. But hey, they do have a trans character in there. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 32 of Straight to Series. My name is Connor.
I'm in.
And welcome, into the new year.
The new year, 2020.
New decade.
Feels different.
It does feel different. I feel older.
But kind of similar.
Very similar,
yes.
I would say, but different.
But more movie news.
More movie news.
More movie trailers.
Yes, it turns out life doesn't stop when you go into a new decade.
No, it doesn't.
So,
and we're going to sink our teeth into more.
We are.
Movie-licious stuff.
I saw a thing on Facebook where all terrible things live, and it said that in 1820 and 1920 there were serious outbreaks of plague and death. So
really? Wow.
Fingers crossed.
So let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
Running into the new decade.
There's a whole part of middle America that can just kind of fade away.
Yeah,
You're
just
going in
sinkhole.
Just sinkhole. No,
I didn't even realize it was the ending of a decade. It's so stupid. Like,
if you look,
I understand math, but I didn't understand that.
Me neither.
Until I seen all these movie sites going, best movies of the decade. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, we missed a beat there. Oh well. We were talking about that before, and we were like, oh man, we kind of missed it. But I think we came to the decision that we probably favor more recent movies too much.
It always happens.
Yeah.
It always happens. Like, oh, did you get Joker too? Oh, yeah, Joker just landed in there.
Wow, Joker's number one. You know, it would probably be, we'd probably be a bit too biased. So maybe we'll do a decade towards the end of 2020.
I feel like we could, for me, I could just do notable mentions of the decade rather than my top list. I don't, especially numbering.
Couldn't number.
I could not rank like movies of a decade.
I don't even know what my number one would be.
I don't know what my top 10 would be. I don't even know what I could throw in there.
Is it bad to put Marvel movies in your top 10? Because some of them are very important movies. I don't
know how many would make it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
It is.
It's so difficult.
It is very difficult. I mean, that's the thing. I love a lot of Marvel movies.
Me even trying to figure out my top 10 Marvel movies.
Yeah, too difficult.
Would take me a decade.
Me too. It's so hard. We should do at some stage watch all the Marvel movies and rank them or something.
Yeah.
Like back to back.
It would be interesting to watch them again.
Yeah.
And see if I really would still I'd be more interested in the ones I dislike. Yeah. And how much I dislike them now.
There's a great thing about
Thor Dark World. I'm looking at you.
Yeah. Jesus. Thor Dark World. Captain Marvel.
I've seen that. I remember seeing that in the cinema and been like, is everyone else feeling this?
Thor the Dark World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, am I feeling this? I sat beside this guy that fucking ate it up like it was chicken. He loved it. He loved it. Honestly, he loved it. He loved it so much I was getting infuriated.
He was a blind guy.
He was a blind guy. Yeah. He's just listening to. You know the sounds, the sound design in this movie is fantastic.
Yeah, it'd be interesting because I was only thinking about this. We were talking before the show about Star Wars and like what's the best Star Wars movie that's been released, and you were saying it might be Rogue One.
Yeah, I it's hard to say, but yet there's not much to go on either.
The great thing about Rogue One though is because you'll start watching it and be like, okay, I'm not really. It starts pretty strong, and you get the Diego Luna character who is cool and everything, and then K2SO Cassian Andor and Jyn
finally have something to give, something to add to a Star Wars conversation.
And then there's the Alan Tudyk robot K2SO, and then there's
you got the sassy robot,
blind guy big gun.
You know who plays the sassy robot?
Alan Tudyk.
No, the sassy one, the female one.
Oh, the female. Oh, Phoebe Waller-Bridge in Solo. Yeah,
I only found that out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
She's great in everything. But maybe she'll... Oh, wait, she's already writing Bond. Maybe she can do the next Bond song as well. Who knows? Can she sing? Let's give her an opportunity.
She can do fucking everything else.
She can do fucking everything else. No, but it's one of those movies where you're like, okay, the first half of this, we'll watch. And then when it gets to the ending, you're like, oh, yes. So it's...
Yeah, and it's interesting that the ending was reshot as well.
Yeah, but I love the fact that the movie is like, it's such a hook to get you in, because if you've seen it before and it's on telly, you're like, what stage are we at? Oh, okay, I'll watch it to the ending, and then you're like, oh yes, and then you're excited, and you're like, fuck, I watched that whole movie.
That Vader scene at the ending,
so
just
good,
blows my mind and my pants.
Yeah,
like, every time.
Iron Man as well. Every time Iron Man's on, I'll put it on and I'll be like, oh, I have to watch this all the way through now.
And yeah, I think my favourite parts of the first Iron Man are the cave scenes.
Yeah, in the beginning.
I think it's more retroactively now, because you know how important they are now, more than anything else. I think 3 movies deep, then I started loving the cave scenes even more. I know they were great always.
Yeah.
It's weird to think that Jon Favreau did that.
I know. Where he is now compared to then as well.
Yeah. But that was his first... People were like, wait, Favreau's doing that? The guy who made Elf?
The guy who made Swingers?
Is making that?
Yeah.
The guy who's in Friends as an MMA fighter?
Yeah.
A rich MMA fighter?
Rich MMA, yeah. But, yeah, it's just... the beginning is so strong. You're like, man, I'll watch this. And
wait, what are we talking about again?
Iron Man.
Oh, right, we're talking about Iron Man now, not Rogue One. Okay.
Not Rogue One, no. Iron Man's beginning is so strong, and you're like, man, I'll watch this. And then it kind of loses itself a bit. Like, you get the cool... Like,
Jeff Bridges spitting in that guy's face.
Yeah.
Tony Stark.
Yeah, built us in a cave with a box of scraps. Yeah.
So good.
I love it.
Classic movie villain moment.
And then you get the I am Iron Man line at the end. Oh, so good. But there are movies like that where they'll be on, and that didn't even come out in this decade, but whatever. There are movies like that that'll be on, and I'm like, okay, I'll watch this whole thing.
I cannot not gravitate towards it.
Totally. I can't turn this off.
Just get locked. I can't change the channel.
Yeah.
It won't let me.
Oh yeah.
I get that with Goodfellas as well, where I'm like, oh, I'm watching it now.
I'm watching
I can't.
the whole thing.
I can't.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'll put this on for a bit because that scene's coming up, and then you're like, no, I'm just watching this movie now.
Yeah, the only way, I think there's probably a threshold. Like once you go past like 30 seconds, you're fucked. You're hypnotized.
You know, Jeff Bridges says if he turns on The Big Lebowski, he always watches it all the way through. Whenever, like, if he catches it on telly, he'll be like, I'll watch till this scene, and then he'll end up watching the whole thing.
Isn't that fantastic? Because then you hear actors who are like, I just can't watch myself on screen.
Adam Driver is coming into a lot of heat at the moment because he like walked out of screenings with him in it. He walked out of an interview because they were playing a clip of him
singing.
Yeah,
from Marriage Story.
And he walked out.
One of my favorite scenes in the whole movie.
Yeah, because he can't watch himself at all. Apparently, he had to sneak out during the Black Klansman thing. He just can't watch himself.
I remember Johnny Depp saying something similar about the Pirates of the Caribbean films. And he said that I could be getting this wrong, but I'm nearly 100% certain that he said the last one was the final one that he actually went to see properly because he wanted to see how the franchise was doing and if they were still selling a good product. That movie is shockingly bad, and this is him saying this as he's like promoting it, and he's like, yeah, and then I watched it and I was like,
we're still doing it.
No, he's saying this behind a bottle of wine, of course.
Yeah, and someone comes in and he throws an iPhone at them, pulls out another iPhone to get ready to throw at someone else.
And he throws another one of his scarves around his neck with bracelets dangling all the time. That man is just accessory scarves and wine.
Yeah, him and Axl Rose are keeping the scarf accessories and all that stuff in business.
Just hiding the age.
Yeah.
The old man neck.
But... yeah, I mean, the only good Pirates of the Caribbean movie is the first one. The second one's okay.
I'm okay with the second one, even though I know it's not a great movie.
The third one's not great at all. Fourth one, not great either. And fifth one, just... It's... Where's Jack Sparrow?
Which one has Penelope Cruz in it?
Fourth one.
That's the only redeeming quality. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, she still got it.
Yeah, man, she's attractive. And then there's the mermaids as well.
Even Javier Bardem coming into it, I'm like, fuck off. He's better in Bond as a villain.
He's better.
Don't give me that. No Country for Old Men, though.
Yeah, best villain. But yeah, I mean, that first one you can't get over. Like, I love that first movie.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I mean, another one I'll watch all the way through.
The music as well.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer supposedly wrote most of that in a night.
I love it.
As a favor to Gore Verbinski.
Yeah.
Gore
yeah,
Verbinski?
That's right. Gore Verbinski.
Who also did Rango. Love that movie as well.
That's a very good movie.
We should get into the
we should
get into the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, like and subscribe.
Oh, like, subscribe, check us out on Instagram, all that fun stuff.
Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. Facebook.
Like, comment, all that stuff. It's good for us and it's good for you too.
Wow, you sold me.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're like, it's good for us.
It's good for us, and it's good for you too. Not the band U2, you as well.
Yeah, but if you two are listening,
We
like
would-
and subscribe.
yeah.
God damn it.
Yes, please.
And write us a theme song,
Yes, please.
like you did for GoldenEye.
Exactly like you did for GoldenEye. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we go into box office.
Let's do it.
So we spoke loads about The Rise of Skywalker.
We
and
did.
We were pretty skeptical about its $1 billion potential.
It was having a bad time of it.
What was your estimate?
190.
No.
Was it?
For that was the estimate for the weekend. But
Oh.
you made an estimate for its overall gross, and I want to say it was 860. Am I right?
I think it was 8. I think I gave it 890.
890.
890, yeah.
Right. I don't think I ever said what mine was.
Okay.
But it was 930. Because when you said that, so 930 million. No,
Yeah.
we're both going to be wrong because most likely it's going to
Gonna make a billion.
Make a billion.
Yeah, turn around and make a billion then.
Yeah.
Just to spite us.
But mine would have been 930. Because I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I remember we were talking earlier before
Yeah.
we did the podcast, and I was like, I think mine would be 930.
What's it sitting at now?
Oh, yeah. I'll get into that now.
Good stuff.
So, yeah, it actually opened. So, if anyone listened to our podcast where we kind of reviewed 2019, but we also reviewed The Rise of Skywalker,
Yeah.
we talked about how it was going to open at around, it was estimated to open at around 195 million. It ended up opening lower than that at 177 million.
Yeah.
But it held really strong throughout the whole holiday period.
Yeah.
And, like, it's actually outpacing
There you go.
The Last Jedi.
Which is crazy.
Which is, strange.
Even though it had like the worst opening easily, only made 177 million at the box office.
Which I know sounds farcical that we're saying that's bad.
I know.
They're like healthy numbers for any other movie.
But a lot of movie websites now are glossing over the fact that it had a really bad opening.
I know.
Like Collider.
Yeah.
Do that are just
Even though they actually had a big article about how it did not do well.
Yeah.
When it originally the first weekend that it came out.
People have short memories.
I know. But either way, it looks like it's going to make $1 billion, which is very surprising to me because of the reviews. The reviews are very lukewarm. It's middle of the road. Everyone seems to be on a fence. And
No one knows if they like it or hate it, which is how I feel about it.
Yeah. I don't have strong feelings either way, which
No.
is always what you don't want to hear about art.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's sad because, again, love Star Wars.
Yeah.
But we were talking about this, and the best Star Wars content that has been put out this year or in this decade is The Mandalorian.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Yeah.
And The Clone Wars, I would say, for myself, but not the movie, the TV show.
Well, The Mandalorian, to me, out of 8 episodes, had one misstep.
Yeah.
Sadly, it was the Bryce Dallas Howard
Sadly.
directed episode, because I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
She's doing an episode.
The episode that introduced Cara Dune, which is your one. I always forget her name.
The
Always.
MMA fighter.
Yeah.
I forget her name as well.
Every time.
Oh, shit.
Every time.
And I love her.
Yeah.
She's one of the only female characters that or female action stars, I would say,
Yeah.
who I believe she could outstrength the guy.
Oh yeah,
You know?
definitely. She looks huge.
Because I hate when he did that. We only talked about Batwoman.
Yeah.
Ruby Rose. Why is she like strong arming men? She should be using tactics and skill because she's such a slight woman.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe that she couldn't know kung fu and she could kick the crap out of a guy. But come on, like, she's not going to be a big dude in an arm wrestling fight.
No.
Where I believe
whatever her name is.
it's gonna kill me. I need to look it up. It's gonna fucking kill me now.
This is gonna take a second. It'll come to me in a blinding flash. Oh yeah, that's her character. Gina Carano.
Oh my god.
Gina Carano. Beautiful.
I don't even know her name, and I could tell you her MMA record is 7-1, and her only loss was to Chris Cyborg, and then she retired. And yeah, I fucking couldn't remember her name. Gina Carano.
Gina Carano. Yeah, but anyway, that was the episode that introduced her, and
Yeah.
it was, you know, there was a lot of buzz about it, and then it ended up.
Do you get my point though? That I feel like she's one of the only female action heroes where I'm like, oh, she could just beat the crap out of the guy
Totally.
using blunt force
Yeah.
and no skill. Even though I
Yeah.
know she's a former MMA fighter, so she's got loads of skill.
No, totally. She looks formidable.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
looks like she'd bench us.
She
No
looks-
bother.
She looks huge. Like her costume design in the show, like it shows her arms off, and she just has
Yeah.
this big shoulder guard. She just looks like
She's got
tough.
a masculinity about her
Yeah.
that seems to somehow work where she's so feminine at the same time.
Yeah.
I think she's got such a beautiful face, and she's got a such a great body.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's got these strong arms. That it seems to tick every box from like, I believe that she can kick the shit out of me, but my God, do I want her to sit on my face.
Jesus. And that is the first quote from this series in 2020. That's
going to
one.
land on the Mandalorian box set.
Yeah, it should. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Oh, if we ever get a review out, that's the one I want. Oh my God.
But you know what I mean?
I do. I actually get it. But that had its finale recently, and you have seen it, and I have not.
Which I can't believe.
I know, which is very strange, but it's rave reviews.
Taika Waititi directed it.
Yeah, and we're getting the season 2 in August.
Is it August? I just seen he said the fall.
In August,
Jon Favreau.
I think.
Yeah, so it's deep into production now.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know Jon Favreau has confirmed that he's already directed an episode of season 2?
Oh, awesome. So he finally gets to direct one.
And by the way, Joe.ie, he tweeted out saying like, oh, see it in the fall.
Yeah.
And a picture of like a sculpture of what I assume is going to be a creature that's going to be in The Mandalorian 2. Have you seen that picture?
No, I haven't.
I should show you that.
Yeah.
But either way, he was like, I'll see it in the fall. And then Joe.ie was like, it's official. The Mandalorian has been renewed for season 2. I'm like, that was official months ago.
Come on, Joe.ie, keep up.
It's been filming since October.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're too busy covering Conor McGregor's every step to do anything else. But yeah, we should get back to the box office, which is what we were on.
Yeah. So The Rise of Skywalker is on 840 million.
Crazy.
I'm so surprised
Me
at
too.
how strong it's holding. Now, I still don't think it's going to hit 1.3 billion, which is what The Rise of Skywalker made. I don't think it's going to pass.
The Last Jedi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, I'm talking. Yeah. The Last Jedi. I don't think it's going to beat The Last Jedi.
No, I don't think so either. But 840 million means it's coming up on my prediction.
Yeah, but it's going to pass. It's going to pass out mine
easily.
as well.
Yeah, it can make 50 million in however much longer it stays in cinemas.
So now I'm intrigued. I don't know why I play these games with myself, but I'm like, I think it's going to beat Joker. Because I think it's just fun to think it's in the same arena, box office wise, as Joker. That cost 70 million. This film probably, I don't know what it cost to make, but even the promotional budget alone, the marketing budget alone would cost more, I would say, than Joker's production budget and marketing budget combined.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm 100% certain of that. Because like Joker's budget was 70 million at most, 120 million was estimated for its marketing budget. That's 190 million.
It had serious marketing.
Yeah. So it cost 190 million to make. Like the marketing budget alone on this would have The Rise of Skywalker was probably 250 million to 300 million
easily.
Just marketing.
Well, and then there's all the toys and everything coming out and the promotion. Like when I went to see it in the cinema, I bought myself the collectible drinking glass and the collectible tin as well for my popcorn. Yeah,
of course you did.
Yeah, I did. It was just, it had a Sith Trooper head on a cup. That was it.
Oh, you're such a nerd.
I know.
And what did you think of the Mandalorian finale? Oh wait, you didn't see it, but I
haven't seen it. Yes.
Can't believe you haven't seen it. Mr. Star Wars himself.
The website that I don't watch it on has only put up a French version of it, and I don't speak French.
I had to go diving to find it.
Yeah.
Took me a while.
So as soon as
I'm still proud of myself.
As soon as the website, I do not watch it illegally on, sorts its shit out, I will watch the finale.
Fair enough.
But still haven't seen it.
Yeah, so either way, oh yeah, I was trying to make the point is that I love that it's in the same arena as Joker.
Yeah.
So now in my head I'm like, will it be Aquaman? Because can you imagine if Aquaman made more money than the Skywalker ending, the Skywalker saga ending that is Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker?
When did Aquaman come out?
Last year.
Fucking
the
hell.
same month, December 2018.
Really?
So this is December 2019.
Fuck.
Wouldn't it just be so strange if Aquaman makes more money than this?
I saw Aquaman in the theater.
Me too.
Meh. Yeah.
Yeah. It happened.
It happened. It was there.
There was abs, there was pecs.
There was things in it that I appreciated and things that I did not.
She ate a plant.
Yeah. I liked how the main villain looked at the end. Had a very cool costume.
Yes.
The Ocean Master costume.
Yeah.
Very cool. Patrick Wilson.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah.
Night Owl.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
We're getting very distracted
I'm
on this episode.
apologising to people listening.
Yeah, jeez.
And to myself. So The Rise of Skywalker is going to make $1 billion from the looks of it.
Crazy.
So we got it wrong.
But
I think we had our reasons.
we did.
We did.
I mean, for the information we had, I think we were pretty justified in what we were saying.
Yeah.
Like, this is a kind of unprecedented turnaround for them.
Yeah, big time.
You know?
So, also, what I want, when we're on box office, I want to talk about Knives Out.
Yeah.
Because that passed 200 million. So we had been talking about Rian Johnson stating that he would like to
do a sequel,
investigate further stories with the investigator,
kind of like the classic kind of Inspector Poirot and everything. You
Murder
know?
She Wrote.
Murder She Wrote.
Really good.
I'll still watch Murder She Wrote sometimes.
I'll still not watch it.
I'll put it on and I'll be like, who did it though? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I know. That the fucking does get me sometimes where I'm like, oh, I'm going to turn this shit. Wait, who did it?
I like.
How long is left in this episode?
Columbo as well. Well, if that's on, I'll always watch that.
Yeah, there's some satisfaction when it all unravels.
Yeah.
And it's like the ending of a Shyamalan movie. You're like, what?
Whoa.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Didn't know that.
He was dead all along.
What? It was. It turns
what?
out there wasn't a murder.
No way.
Very sad.
Way. Sam Jackson, he was the bad guy.
No.
No freaking way, man.
Wow.
Do you think The Servant's going to end with a huge twist?
Yeah, the baby is the grown-up man.
The baby
is the actor. I can't think of any actor's name today.
Toby Kebbell.
Toby Kebbell is the baby grown up. Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, and his mom is actually his wife. His wife is his mom. And there's time travel, and Rupert Grint is Irish.
There's time travel.
I don't know.
Just dip that in there.
I don't fucking know. It'll be
throwing little ingredients.
It'll be weird.
A little bit of spice. Anyway, so this is a weird episode.
Yeah, it really is. But
Knives Out 2.
Knives Out 2.
It passed the 200 million mark. Cost 40 million to make.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to see Knives Out 2.
I would love to see it too.
Knives Out sequel would be great.
It would be great. It's on 215 million right now. It cost 40 million to make. I think the studio needs to pull the trigger.
Me too. They should do it, and it'd be great news to have that the sequel's coming up. You know?
I love that. Absolutely love that. And Cats
bombed.
Who would have thought it?
Wow, coming out against The Rise of Skywalker.
Who would have predicted?
It had
so it was like counter programming.
Yeah, basically.
I love Universal's confidence.
Yeah, they're like, Rise of Skywalker, we'll raise you a cat.
A jellicle cat. Many jellicle cats.
Yeah, typical.
It bombed.
Bombed completely.
I even like Universal's confidence when everyone hated the trailer and they're like, nah, not changing nothing. We ain't changing it.
No, and what we're going to do is we're going to make the director edit it right up until the critics see it. Apparently he had to stay up 36 hours, you were saying?
Straight. 36 hours. Tom Hooper's not even like, he's not like a rent-a-director.
No.
You know? He's not like, I guess, Michael Bay or some shit like I guess Michael Bay's now not a rent-a-director. He's just a terrible director. Mm-hmm. But you know, there's these journeymen. Joel Schumacher right now is like rent-a-director.
Yeah.
Like, you got a straight-to-DVD movie with Nicolas Cage that needs a director. Joel Schumacher is cleaning shoes. He'll do it.
I'll come to your party.
He's a shoe shiner.
I'll come to your Christmas party. Yeah, sure.
Well, if he's not too busy fucking men.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. How many men did he say?
It was too many, I think, is the official number.
I think people worked it out that it was impossible. For him to have fucked that many people in his life.
Yeah, he definitely contributed to the AIDS epidemic.
Yeah, almost assuredly.
He said something like he fucked like 10,000 men. It was something mental, by the way.
It was something way up there. I don't think he said fuck. I don't think he said I fucked 10,000 men. I think he said he's had sex like 10,000 times. Was it specific?
Is this masturbation count?
It must be to him. Yeah, maybe a hand job counts for him as well.
I don't know.
Anyway, we'll break down those numbers on a different episode.
But we were saying,
Cats.
Tom Hooper is not a rent-a-director. That guy made a King's Speech.
Yeah.
The King's Speech.
The King's Speech.
Yeah,
great movie.
Didn't that win Oscars?
It did. We had multiple Oscars.
And then he makes Cats.
I don't fucking know, man.
That guy needs to bounce back quickly.
Yeah.
He needs to make a movie right now.
He does, because Cats really it's just a sour point of 2019 and of the box office at the moment. Like, they're having to re-release another version of it that fixes it.
This is unheard of.
Yeah.
So what happened was, all right, we're going into Cats now. Mm-hmm. We're moving on.
We've been going into other stuff anyway. So.
Cats is bombing. Cost 95 million to make. It is bombing so fucking hard.
What's it sitting at now at the box office?
I remember you said you said to me, I don't know if you said this on air, but you were like, it definitely doesn't have 9 lives. And I'm like, it's not perfect. You know?
Hey, cat puns.
The critics were furious.
Oh, very good. I can't think of one. Damn it.
Know. The cats didn't land on their feet.
Yeah.
They fucking landed on their neck dead on arrival. I don't know.
I can't think of one. This is terrible. All right, can we see how much money it's on?
Can we hit pause? Oh my god.
Damn it.
I'm on fire here,
man.
You're
too good at this. You're too good. Right. How much money is it sitting on now at the box office?
I'll check.
Yeah, can we get it
While you try to think of a pun.
I can't think of any cat puns.
Come on, think of something unbelievable. I'm sorry.
Stop rubbing it in.
I apologize.
Yeah, a pause.
Shut up! You're just using mine. You're just using mine.
No one said that. No one said a pause joke.
Try figure Whiskers going. Whiskers doesn't really go into.
I was already thinking of Whiskers.
Were you?
Yeah. I genuinely can't think of a cat pun. This is terrible. Right, where is it? It's not. This.
Oh yeah, sorry.
This is too much money.
We're scrolling. We're scrolling through the box office here.
Keep going. I don't see it.
We're at 86 in the rankings here.
There was 42 million.
42 million on a 95 million budget, not including marketing. God awful.
Do you think it? Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Do you think it's gonna make 100 million?
No.
What do you think it's gonna finish at?
Ooh, I want to say, do you know, I want to be somewhat optimistic that some people are like, you know, all this bad media is still media.
Yeah, it might bring people in.
Yeah, I say 70.
I was gonna say 72.
Yeah,
70 million.
Around 70.
Yeah, I mean, it's
which is still god awful. Like it's awful.
Totally, it's got enough of a negative buzz that it could get a second coming in the box office.
Do you know what? I love this whole saga.
Yeah.
This whole cat saga, it's just amazing.
It's better than the Skywalker saga in some way.
It fucking is. Like, oh man, I want them to make a sequel just to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Not even in the movie, just outside of it, like the production wise.
Yeah, a behind the scenes thing.
Man, Jason Derulo, I watched, he was on Kelly Clarkson's talk show.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how Jason Derulo comes on and all the women are like, oh, it's Jason Derulo. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I made a movie called Cats. And they're like, ooh. I'm like, it's not fucking, he made a movie called Cats. It's not sexy. I understand that he is very talented, very rich,
very attractive,
and quite a handsome man.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Cats is not sexy. Stop trying to make it sexy.
Yeah.
And Kelly Clarkson's like, oh, tell me more. And I swear, he goes, oh, we went to a thing called Cat School, which all the actors seem to be holding up like a trophy. Like, we went to Cat School. And all the women are like, oh, Cat School. And then I swear, Kelly Clarkson goes, oh, what'd she say? Can you show me something that you learned in Cat School? And he's like, yeah. And he stands up. He takes off his blazer and he's wearing this tank top.
Yeah.
And he's wearing these leather, like, stiletto boots. Like, they look... Fuck, it's so ridiculous. And he gets down on all fours and starts walking around like a cat, and I swear to God, the women were losing their minds. They're like, it's so fucking sexy. And I'm watching this going,
this is
excuse
fucking
me,
weird.
Gay? Gay?
What?
Like, this man's in like high stiletto leather boots in a tank top, walking around like a cat on all fours, and women are losing their shit. And I'm like, what happened to Jason Statham? The fucking English bruiser with no hair, and you're like, he was hot shit at one point.
Do you think he'd go to cat school?
No fucking way. He just kicks cats.
What?
Like real cats.
What's a fucking cat school? Yeah, no, wouldn't be a fan of that. But hey, they do have a trans character in there. Judi Dench.
Yeah, it could have been a joke.
Yeah.
She just like, because her character was originally a man.
Oh, really?
Like played by a man. He's a male Jellicle cat.
Oh, okay, but it's played by Judi Dench in the movie.
But they gender swapped it. But then she made the joke, or not the joke, in a magazine interview where she was like,
cat's trans.
The cat's trans. And of course, the trans community are like hating her for this.
Oh.
But we don't even know if it's a joke. Like, you can't tell. You can't read between the lines. Like, she just kind of says, oh yeah, and I'm trans. And you're like, okay.
This is very strict. It's just, yeah. I mean,
I love everything to do with this movie.
Yeah. Because
it's like the whole cat school thing has been used as a badge of honor, and it's such a joke.
Yeah. Totally. It's like Jason Derulo sounds like he was talking about this one time at band camp, this one time at Catskill.
Everyone needs to watch Chris D'Elia break down this movie.
Yeah.
On his Congratulations podcast. It's amazing.
Oh.
He only talks. Sorry.
Yeah.
He only talked about. He did it. He's done a few segments now on it on his podcast.
I've noticed that.
And recently he talked about Jason Derulo on some other talk show, talking about how his dick was too big that it had to be CGI'd out. And Chris D'Elia is like, no, it was CGI'd out because you're in fucking Cats.
Yeah.
Like everyone's dick and every fucking
everything
sex organ was CGI'd out. You're in Cats. Like you're not just gonna have a fucking swinging dick.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Jason, your cock's so huge that we're gonna get rid of it. No one else's cock is showing up on screen except yours. And it's like, that's Jason for you.
And James Corden's like, my dick was so small. Get the CGI in. See, he'd be
put me in more fat.
He'd be so clever. He'd joke about that.
Yeah.
He'd actually make that joke, rather than Jason Derulo actually making up a story.
Yeah,
Chris D'Elia keeps saying like, stop trying to be a gangster while you're in Cats. Stop trying to say stupid gangster stuff like, oh, my dick was so big. You're fucking in Cats.
You're in Cats. Yeah, it doesn't. Those two things don't go together.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but sorry, actually talking about Judi Dench, we should talk about how the unprecedented move of them like having to do an updated version of the movie.
Yeah, so the movie came out and there's so many like glitches in costume. Like there's just Judi Dench has her hand, a human hand out with her wedding ring and everything. Like
they missed a ton of things.
They've had to update it. It's like when a video game comes out and then a few like months later they'll patch in stuff that people have figured out is broken in it.
Yeah, like an updated version to work out all the kinks.
Yeah, but now the movie has to have an updated version.
Has to have an updated version. That's so weird.
It's pathetic. It's really, really bad for like a modern movie, a modern box office kind of big budget movie to not big budget, but you know what I mean, like a established franchise, big name, big money, big studio, big director, huge actors. Yeah.
Like, even to think that Jason Derulo and Taylor Swift, who are not known for their acting, but are like the biggest recording artists ever, are in it, and it's not making money. And then Idris Elba is in it, Judi Dench, Ian McKellen. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. What is happening in the world?
That they're fucking going to Cat School and they're making a Cats movie.
I would be tempted to go see Cats.
There's a part of me, this is what's happening. All this negative attention makes me want to see it for fun.
Yeah. Like I'm going like
Cats is only good for recreational use. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like catnip.
Yeah,
it's like
you made some sort of pun. We're not a pun, but hey,
it's a
Cat's joke.
Cat joke. Okay.
The whole movie is a Cat's joke.
Thank God. Thank you, everyone. I'm going now.
Yeah.
I've spoiled Knives Out and I've made a cat joke. I'm done.
You deserve some milk.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I get a cat joke.
Just trying.
I'll put a pause on that joke. Using my joke from earlier. No, it's mine. This is my joke now.
That joke tastes worse than a hairball.
You're too good at this. I won't get one. Your cat jokes are perfect.
I already made that joke.
I know. Yeah, I made it again. Okay. I made it again. Yeah. Now, the trick is you say a joke. It's like when Dee has an idea in Always Sunny. You know, she's like, hey, we should do this. Shut the fuck up, Bird. And they go, hey, no, what we should really do is this. She's like, I just said that.
You're like the Amy Schumer of this podcast.
Yes, I am. Joke stealing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got that reference.
Well, that's how you get better. You know, you take the good jokes because you know people like them already.
And who the fuck wants to sit there and write their own material?
Who wants to sit there and watch Louis C.K. anymore? It's not like he's funny.
I think women have seen enough of Louis C.K. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's jacking it again.
Oh, hello, Louis. Oh, hello, Louis' penis.
Standing to attention.
What were we talking about?
Cats and how ridiculous it is.
It's just a ridiculous movie, and I actually probably will see it because I wouldn't be going in expecting it to be good.
Well, here's the thing. So it's updated. There's an updated version that cinemas are. Do you know they can't even like Universal can't make a theater use the updated version as well.
Yeah.
Like they're just asking them to. They're encouraging the studio or the theater brands, the franchises or theater chains to go and download. There's like some server where they can download it, the updated version, because I guess most of the projectors are digital projectors now. So they're encouraging theaters to do it. So if you see Judi Dench's real hand with her wedding ring, you're watching the original version.
I'm tempted to go see it tomorrow before the updated version because I want to see the before one. I wouldn't want to.
Well, the updated version is supposed to be out.
It's supposed to be
available.
Yeah, but we're in Ireland.
Yeah, I don't think we get it.
Yeah.
I don't think
we're important enough.
We're on those servers.
No,
you know what I mean?
don't think so either.
I thought the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get it as well.
No, it'll be skipped over us.
Yeah.
So I'd be tempted to go see Cats
England
tomorrow.
will get it.
England will get it. We probably won't.
Yeah, I don't think Ireland will get it. I feel like a few European countries won't get it. Like maybe France. So some countries that are not big enough, they're not making big enough money.
Yeah,
you know,
they won't bother.
Yeah, like Poland's not fucking getting the updated version. There's no way.
Don't know. Don't think so.
I know. I'm making assumptions.
Yeah,
but I don't.
That's okay. This podcast is all assumptions.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you see her wedding ring, you're watching the original version.
I'm gonna go see it tomorrow, and I'll let you know what version I saw.
It was 8 months in post production, which is not much for this type of movie
For
as well.
a movie where CGI is in every scene.
Every scene.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just a runaway train that the director was on, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's a good director, so he probably was like, oh, we can do this, but deadlines were coming up so fast to get this done.
Did he do Les Mis?
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
So I heard that the big Cat song, the one that Memories, that one, who's it sung by in the movie? I can't think of her name now.
It's the only... Oh, it's your one, the singer.
Yeah, I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's singing it, and apparently in the movie, like, in Les Mis, have you seen the movie?
I haven't, but I've actually always wanted to see it because I just always see Russell Crowe going to fucking town in the trailer.
Yeah.
Singing his heart out.
Yeah, well, he's in a band, so he has a good voice, but it's just weird that he's not particularly good in the movie. Is it Jennifer Hudson? Jennifer Hudson, yeah. She sings the song, and obviously Anne Hathaway won for Les Mis, and in the scene where she's crying, she's like, there's like snot in her nose, and she's all tears. And apparently in this movie, like, she's doing it, but it's like, it gets to a point where it's like disgustingly bad, where Matt Hooper must have been like, oh, right, so snot and real emotional, that's what we'll do. I want you to do that. And people were saying he went like, this is way too far, where it's
really?
Like distractingly gross when she's singing this song.
Well, I'm just thinking the snot would get matted into her fur.
Yeah.
If they do it correctly.
I know, it's like, and it's like, what gets Oscars? Crying while singing and snotting. So I want you to do all of that.
Anti-Semitism?
Yes.
Maybe that's thrown in there.
Maybe. Listen.
We've said this before.
We have.
Anything to do with like Nazis, like if you're what's the movie? The Reader?
Yeah. Jojo Rabbit.
I don't think that's going to get any Oscars.
No, I don't think so either. Sam Rockwell is great in that movie.
Is he?
He's so good.
He's great in everything.
He's the best character, and that movie Jojo Rabbit's good. I don't know if it's good. I liked it, but Sam Rockwell is great in that movie. He's so good. He has this great scene in it.
Yeah.
That I can't spoil.
I need to see it.
Yeah.
I need to see Cats now as well.
Yeah.
I've actually hyped myself up talking about it.
Me too. We're going to watch Cats.
The best bit of marketing for this is James Corden's show does a little bit on it.
Yeah.
But he totally makes fun of the whole cat school thing. Mm-hmm. You're like, thankfully someone's like, I think the marketing is turning around now, where they're kind of like, here, we got to just lean into this now.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
So like James Corden is like the best cat of, like, Tom Hooper's in it. And so is Jennifer Hudson and Taylor Swift.
Oh, really?
And they're all at cat school. And Tom Hooper's like, right, so James Corden is our best cat.
Yeah.
He's our best pretending cat. So he's like, right, I'm going to get James to teach you some things. And he's like, right, where is he? And he's on the ground pretending to be a cat. And he's like, fuck, where's James? And then James Corden just jumps up. He's like, I've been here all along. And he's like, whoa, I thought you were a real cat.
Okay.
So like they're kind of leaning into it now.
All right. It's
but
like
for the longest time they were like, yeah,
very
man,
serious.
I went to cat school and that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah. Well, at least they're kind of realizing what they have to do. Anyway, we should move on from Cats and box office and all that stuff, because I think this whole podcast could turn into a Cats cast very soon.
Yeah, it really can.
So we'll go on to reviews. We've kind of already talked about The Mandalorian. I again have not seen it. Shame on me for not seeing it, but I hear it's amazing.
My biggest statement I can make is that I think it's better than The Rise of Skywalker.
Really?
The Mandalorian finale.
Yeah, and
it gives me everything I want without giving me everything I want.
Yeah.
It challenges me, because I mean this is the whole debate now of like fan service versus
subversion
of expectations.
Yeah.
This just does everything. It's just perfect. I don't think it's just a balance. The balance is right.
Totally. So a lot happens in it apparently, and I have heard complaints about The Mandalorian that people don't like that there was the ongoing story for the first 3 episodes and the last episode. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the last 2, like
Yeah.
people aren't happy that there were these like kind of adventures in the middle. Whereas I actually quite like that because it's more like a western. It's nice
Yeah.
to see him kind of go off and do things and then come back to the main story, you know?
I 100% agree with you. But
Yeah.
I will say, it does feel kind of strange when these adventures happen because then you wonder, what is this show about?
Yeah.
Because it does kind of do that. And I thought
Totally.
it was maybe going to just, I thought it was just going to end up these like episodic adventures for a long time. And then maybe in season 3 or 4,
We go back.
really get back into to the whole Baby Yoda thing.
I think in season 2 they might need to do a better job. Like they obviously had bounty hunters chasing him the whole time, and that was kind of the overarching thing.
Yeah.
That's why he was doing this. But they need to do a bit more in terms of keeping the story going in the other episodes.
Yeah.
Like
You never wanted to feel a bit like a procedural.
exactly.
And fucking all writers always do this, and producers where they talk about like Gotham. Also not a procedural. But it kind of is.
It is villain of the week.
Yeah, same with Arrow.
Yeah.
And they have this ongoing thing in the background.
Totally.
But they only touch on it every once in a while, or like, oh, that villain is related to the main villain. You know, not related as in cousin, but I mean
No.
like, oh, he told him to do it.
Yeah. So
And it's like, oh, so it's connected. So it's not procedural.
it's procedural.
And I was afraid that might fall into that trap.
Yeah.
And it didn't. It totally didn't.
If they had like if during the episodes we found out a bit more, like we get a lot of information about what happened in the last 2 episodes. So maybe if they drip fed some of that information, like you find out the Mandalorians are you find out that the Empire has taken over the village. You find that out in like episode 5 or something like that, where he's off doing something else and he hears that they've taken over and everything. You know, just a bit more kind of working the information through, and I think it'd make people a bit happier.
I hope they just do 8 episodes again.
Yeah.
It really worked. For me, anyway, it did. And I actually really enjoyed the length. I really enjoyed that the lengths just differ.
Yeah, they were like,
Depending on storytelling.
yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I would
That's
like
what's the beauty of streaming.
totally.
It really broke that rule. I've been watching Star Trek The Next Generation. 45 minutes. 26 episodes in one of the seasons. All 45 minutes long. Can you imagine how hard it would be to edit?
So much
that
filler.
every time.
Yeah.
Or sometimes not filler. Like maybe there's certain things where they're like, shit, we can't really go into the backstory of this guy or that guy because it needs to be 45 minutes.
Yeah. So it is nice that they're like, okay, so this is Mandalorian. You're making an episode of it, however long, however short you want. This is what you do.
That's
So
what you do. And
off
the
you
longest
go.
episode I think is the finale.
How long is it?
I think it's 46 minutes
Oh,
long.
excellent! I can't wait
It's
to watch
perfect.
it. Yeah.
I think it was great. Really, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it, so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we should talk about another TV show because we actually have different opinions on this. The Witcher.
The Witcher. Yeah.
The Witcher. So this is an interesting one because a lot of people who I would not expect to watch The Witcher come up to me and are like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching it now." Like I found that so much with this TV show. I love it personally.
Non-fantasy fans
Non-fantasy fans would just come up and be like, "Yeah, I'm
hopping with this T-shirt.
yeah, I know you're getting it out now." But yeah, non-fantasy fans are coming up
I'm
and being
gonna
like,
switch this heater off. Go on, keep talking.
yeah, all right. Non-fantasy fans come and be like, "Yeah, no, I'm watching The Witcher, and I think it's got great reach, and I love it and everything." But I know you are how many episodes in? 6?
I'm on the 6th episode. I'm halfway through the 6th episode. I hate
Yeah.
when I have to stop halfway through, but they're long episodes.
They are.
Yeah, I feel like I would appreciate it more if I knew the franchise beforehand.
Totally.
And I don't like that I'm not getting things, and I'm a bit late to the information.
Okay.
I feel a bit like an idiot when I'm watching it at times, where I'm like, I'm not. What's his intentions, or why are we doing this, or when is this set? Where are we now in time? Like there was very like this isn't really a spoiler, but there's one point where a character just goes, "Oh yeah, I've been doing this for 30 years," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, we just jumped 30 years," and I nearly missed that because I was doing something just for a second. I looked at my phone, and then I thought I heard that, and I was like, "Rewind." Like, okay, so we're 30 years in the future now. I was like, fuck, man, if I just missed that one little word, because they don't like, of course it's not great when you have to ram the information down your throat, but at the same time I like to know exactly where I stand with a series.
Yeah.
And I felt like I wasn't supposed to not know.
Well, I think that's the problem will be solved with the second season.
Yeah.
Because, not to give too much away, but by the end of it, all their stories converge, and we are now moving ahead.
Yeah, which you can see. You can
As
foresee
one.
even fourth episode. You're like, I can kind of see how it's supposed to all collide.
We're all coming together, and
Yeah.
then in the second season we'll move forward.
Yeah.
In one, like, day after day after day. Whereas this one, it does jump around a lot. You have to kind of.
You have to focus. This is not a thing where
No.
you're doing two things at once. You're
No.
watching this and doing something else.
You're watching The Witcher, and like. Yeah, it's. I mean, I liked it because I like the idea of like, okay, we're just seeing key events that shape who these people are and their
Yeah.
relationships, and that's what we're watching. We're getting one of them every episode.
It takes a while it took me a while to understand that that's what's happening.
So it took me a bit too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there was multiple timelines going on in each episode until a bit in. But when I found out, I was like, I kind of accepted it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So that's why so this is happening then, and that's a different timeline. Awesome. I enjoy that. Whereas I know some other people don't like that as much.
I just don't like feeling like an idiot, and sometimes I'm like, shit, am I the
Totally.
only one who's not getting this?
Yeah.
Do you ever get that? Where
I
I'm
know.
like, oh fuck, am I just an idiot and I'm not getting this?
That's how I felt watching Moonlight.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I felt like that, but more is in, am I not understanding the quality?
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
felt like. I kind of understood where the story was going, but I was still like, am I the only one who's not loving this?
Yeah. I
No.
was the same.
But anyway, with The Witcher, I actually talked to a few people who said the same thing. So I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not. Maybe we're just all idiots together. But either way, I was starting to get a bit weird. Maybe it's just me being self-conscious or whatever, but I felt like, fuck, am I an idiot? I'm not getting this. Which I got with Game of Thrones at first. But by the end of this, say the first season, I thought they did a great job. It's just there's so many things going on.
Yeah.
So many characters, so many locations. And there are different set of rules for here and here. And they're like, by the end of the first season, I was like, okay, I got a grasp on this.
Yeah.
But, it's such a huge story. It takes a while to understand all the moving parts. And maybe even season 1 is a stretch. Maybe even season 2 before I was like, okay, I fully understand where they are.
Yeah.
The geography of this and that even. And with this, even though it's not as broad as that, I'm struggling.
Okay. But are you enjoying the stories in them and the performances and everything?
The performances, big time.
Yeah.
I really like Henry Cavill.
He's great.
Because it's a bit hokey. Like, his character has to be a bit...
Yeah.
It's a bit much at times, and he does it perfectly.
Yeah.
He really just... I don't know, he just delivers the line so straight, even if it is a bit hammy. Like, even, the stories are a bit mental at times.
Yeah.
And I like how he's so straight with it. And I think it works.
I think he captures the character well. He has the kind of weird sense of humor and everything.
Yeah.
And, he's not afraid to say anything. And I think he gets it, What's happening in episode 6?
Episode 6, obviously I don't want to give anything away.
No, you can, I mean...
Hiking.
Yeah, okay. Hunting.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good episode. I like that one.
Yeah.
But, so what did you think of him and Yennefer meeting when they did? I really liked that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
That's
one.
a spicy episode. That was a spicy burrito.
She's great as well.
She's great.
Yeah, she's really, really good.
And she plays a very, I don't know, like, ugly character really well.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to say, but this woman, like, this very attractive young lady,
Beautiful.
has like a massive hump and her jaws like twisted to the side, and it's so believable.
Have you noticed that when she's, eventually the jaw is fixed and everything, you know that you see it in the
it's in the
promotional,
posters,
it's in the posters. Have you noticed that sometimes her face does just naturally rest the other way, that she's done
I didn't
that?
really notice that much.
Okay, I've spotted it a few
Yeah,
times.
you were saying you spotted it. Maybe I have to look out for it more. I've spotted how good Henry Cavill looks with a shirt off.
Looks great. Dehydrated for 3 days.
Yeah,
and it was
my
worth it.
God.
He's huge.
He's fucking massive.
He's huge.
I love his videos, well, not even promotional videos. Well, I guess every kind of video that's on YouTube of him lately is him promoting The Witcher, but when he's talking about his workouts, and it's all about like the grip strength, because he just doesn't want to let go of that real sword that he's doing a lot of fights with.
It's so
Some
good.
stunt man just getting a fucking metal sword in the face.
And all the fight scenes in it are great. And I think
he's doing all his own stunts.
He's doing all his own stunts, and I think the effects are actually really good.
The CG looks great.
Yeah.
There's one or two monsters where I'm like,
a bit hokey.
but that's always, even in movies, some of those monsters can look a bit dodgy. Even like the Hobbit, that the tarantula looking thing. I forget the fucking name of it.
Shelob. No, it's from the Lord of the Rings. What tarantula looking thing?
In the Hobbit.
In the Hobbit.
Benedict Cumberbatch plays it as well.
Oh, I don't know. I can't think of the name. It's not Shelob as well, no?
I don't think so. But either way, some of the monsters in that look dodgy. Well, actually,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff in the
Looks
Hobbit
dodgy, yeah.
worse than Lord
But
of the Rings.
I think the big battle scenes they have look really well as
Yeah.
well. And
The budget. Jesus Christ, the budget.
yeah, and what did you think, just to get back into the story, what did you think of the reveal? I think it happens at the end of episode 2. And you find out that two characters, you can bleep this out maybe as well or not, the two characters are actually using each other. At the end, so Yennefer is getting with your man.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that reveal.
Yeah.
That both of them are doing the exact same thing.
Exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't expect it from her.
No, you don't.
Then you kind of realize, oh, she's
not a
not
good
great.
person.
This episode's going to be weird. I'm going to have to probably take some of this out.
Fuck it, doesn't matter. If watch The Witcher, okay? That's my recommendation. I'd be interested. I think season 2, if people have problems with season 1, I think a lot of them will be resolved in season 2 because the story is a bit more together and coherent and easier to follow.
It's not a good look though when people are getting frustrated.
No, absolutely not.
And I seriously thought it was just contained to me.
No.
And I've talked to so many people who've got this feeling as well, which is a shame because I love Henry Cavill and I love him as, what's his name?
Geralt.
I
Yeah.
was going to say Guthred.
Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
What
Good
did
stuff.
you think of the wedding episode?
I like parts of it.
Yeah. It's interesting.
There's parts of it that really leans into fantasy where I'm like, okay, you're stretching me a bit as well here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But-
Good fight scene though. Yeah.
All the fight scenes though.
Yeah. I didn't understand. I was a fan of it, and I didn't understand everything that was happening in the wedding thing. I recognized characters, and they're talking about. They'll say it on the law of surprise and everything.
The law of surprise.
I had
yeah.
no idea what that was. The whole
I
episode.
was trying to understand everything.
I was
I
watching.
did a bit of rewinding.
Did you?
Sometimes I even put subtitles on if I'm not understanding
I
something.
always have subtitles on.
Do you?
Yeah,
All the
always.
time?
Every time
Alright.
I watch something, I have subtitles on because sometimes I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
So I always keep them on. But
Or if I'm eating,
if I'm eating.
Doritos or something like that,
Yeah,
subtitles
yeah,
have to
so-
go on.
Yeah, but the law of surprise, I didn't understand it until the very end.
Yeah.
When Geralt just says it outright. I'm like, oh, that's what that means. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. But so anyway, that's The Witcher.
The Witcher, yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out. 7-season plan.
So hopefully, in my
That's what the
opinion,
showrunner said.
I'd like to see that.
That's ambitious for Netflix, who
Totally.
are cutthroat at the moment.
They can be. They can be.
Like what has
Daredevil.
made it to season 7? I can only think of one thing: Orange is the New Black.
Oh fuck yeah!
That got to season 7.
Oh, House of Cards.
season 6.
Oh.
Now that could have been because of Kevin Spacey's touchy-feely ways.
I'd almost should say that's exactly why. But anyway, look, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But
Either way, I'm excited to finish it, and I'm excited for season 2.
Good.
Which is good that I'm talking about. I'm not even understanding loads of things, and I'm getting frustrated.
Yeah.
But I so want it to succeed at the same time.
yeah, it's
It's a likable show, and I think I just enjoy the production value as well. They're all in. Netflix definitely went, okay, we're going to give you some.
put some money in
It's
this.
so like Game of Thrones, though. You can tell they're kind of going for that crowd a bit.
In fairness, that is what the books are quite like that. Like they haven't strayed.
I don't mean that in a bad way. By the way.
I know what you mean. Yeah, no, they've chose a good property to be a response to Game of Thrones being over.
Yeah.
And especially with people feeling bitter about the ending of Game of Thrones, it's nice to show, well, there's this new fantasy thing that's quite like Game of Thrones that maybe you'll enjoy.
And Game of Thrones was another series where I was surprised that certain people were watching it.
Yeah.
It was just getting so popular. I think that's the strength of Henry Cavill as well. Physically as well as physical strength. I'm talking about.
He's just out there working his ass off promoting the show.
Yeah, but he's got some serious star power.
Yeah.
I think he's really helping the show. Without him, it'd be very interesting to see how fast it would be renewed for season 2. Before it even came out,
He was signed
renewed.
on from minute 1 the second. He was calling up his agent. He was like, get me on that
He's
show.
a legit fan.
Yeah, there's a great interview of him he's doing for Mission Impossible Fallout, and someone says, "Hey, we know you're a gamer. Have you heard the news about The Witcher?" And he's like, "Yeah, that sounds great. If I don't know if it's going into production, but when it does, I'd love to be a part of it in any way." And then
brilliant.
they play the clip for him, and they're like, "Hey, do you remember this?" And they were like, "Were you signed on at that point? Were you lying to us about it?" He was like, "No, I was genuinely just excited."
Wow,
And then a
cool.
few months later, I heard about it and I signed on. So.
Does he not understand that he's way too buff and handsome to be a gamer? or to be a nerd in general.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
He's throwing out some games that I was like, wow, he is deep into it. He's a big PC gamer, which is like building your PC and everything.
Yeah,
and
he's into it. D&D. Isn't he a big fan?
I don't think so. No.
I thought
Is he D&D?
No, it's World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
That's
yeah.
what he loves.
Joe Manganiello is D&D.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, we'll move on to trailers.
Trailers. We only have two, but
they're
two
good ones.
Excellent trailers.
Yeah. So the first one is A Quiet Place Chapter 2. Very exciting.
I'm so sold.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the first movie.
Me too.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy looks great.
Homeboy hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
The homegrown.
Homegrown. He comes from our soil.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that.
He looks good.
Yeah, it all looks good.
Do you get it's like a character that he can really only play now because of Peaky Blinders, because he was never that believable as like this physical kind of guy.
Oh yeah,
Cillian Murphy, like
yeah. Well, he played a similar enough character in 27 Days Later. I would kind of like.
Would you
I
say
don't know.
so?
I don't
I
know.
thought he only towards the end, like
Yeah.
he developed into that kind
Totally.
of ruthless character.
Yeah.
But he wasn't never even at the end. He's not that physical. Well, I mean, just strength wise.
You know, I know what you're talking about.
He's a
Yeah,
very slight guy. He's quite small as well. Like when I heard he was in Peaky Blinders and the character he plays, I was like, how does that work? And then I haven't watched enough of Peaky Blinders, but I've watched 3 episodes, and I'm like, oh, I see what you mean.
very intimidating.
Yeah, extremely intimidating.
Yeah, totally. He seems like a survivor in the new one, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the chemistry between him and Emily Blunt. I feel like it's gonna be palpable.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. Her husband literally did just die.
I know.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm banking on some sexual tension.
Me too. I'm like, man, I would
If
like to
there isn't sexual tension, I'm fucking leaving.
I'll find sexual tension in there.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll create it.
In my head.
Yeah.
And then Jaimin Hansu is in there as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I've no idea what's happening in the movie though either.
Which is good.
I'm like, what's going on with these new characters?
Totally. I'm excited. Very
Yeah.
excited. And it is very much a sequel.
And
Yeah.
because John Krasinski was like, oh, this is like, it's not even the next chapter, it's like the next book in the series, and I assumed it was going to be different characters.
Different characters.
Same
and then
world, different characters.
Maybe in the third movie the characters cross over, or I don't know.
Still sounds pretty great.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is definitely a sequel.
100%. It's part 2. It's straight up right after the first movie.
Yeah, and we get to see, if anyone hasn't seen the trailer, check it out. We get to see the days leading up, or at least day one.
Day
Actually,
one.
It's day one. They say that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Of the alien invasion, which is super cool.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see John Krasinski. They kind of tease him a bit.
Yeah, they do.
It's like, there's Dad! But you don't see him.
They literally tease him in the trailer. It's like, for his movie that he's directing, it's like, maybe John Krasinski's going to be in this movie.
I think I should be mentioned in the trailer, guys.
Yeah,
You know, just
yeah.
want to get that out.
There's Dad. And it's
First
like, where?
marketing meeting. Well, my character needs to be mentioned in the trailer.
He does. I mean, he's great in the first movie.
He's the dad that fucking saves the day as well, so he should be
He
mentioned.
literally gives himself the best character in the movie.
I know.
Who's the dad who does everything for his kids.
But he's such a likable guy in real life, or at least from the interviews I've seen. I'm
Totally.
like, oh my god, how could you dislike this dude?
He gushes over Cillian Murphy, which is what we do on every time we bring him up. So
Yeah.
it's nice that he just, I'm happy to see him succeed and stuff.
I'm so sold on this trailer.
Yeah. Another trailer that I am sold on, just from name alone, is Tenet. Tenet. They pronounce it like Tenet, don't
Tenet.
they? Tenet.
That's how do you say it?
Tenet.
Almost like it's a name.
Yeah.
Like, John Tenet down
John
the road.
Tenet, yeah. So it's the new Chris Nolan trailer.
It looks... It's just so mysterious. It's such a Christopher Nolan trailer.
I know. I don't know anything that's going
Hey,
on.
you seen Inception?
Yeah.
Get a load of this.
There's great visuals. There's great action that is happening because Christopher Nolan doesn't do anything unless he can do it in real life,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
As you said to me before we started this, it's supposedly about time travel in some sort of way.
Again, but it's different time travel as well. Like, it's already a different take on it. Like, stuff is happening and it's just...
Christopher Nolan wrote and directed this.
Yeah. So
that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to
So
know.
if he goes, it's about time travel, you know it's not about time travel,
Not
but
really.
it kind of is.
Yeah.
It's like, it's about time travel in a way you've never looked at it.
Never thought
or
of it
you've never
before.
seen in any movie before.
So I have said that, and this is something I don't normally do, I'm not going to watch any more trailers for this movie.
That's
it's a big thing for me.
You're growing as a person.
I am. I'm growing as a person. I'm becoming more patient.
But a Christopher Nolan movie is the perfect movie to do this
Totally.
Because you even know him. He's like pretty strategic when it comes to marketing.
Totally.
I'm sure he had to like he's definitely the director that has final say in a trailer, which loads of directors don't have, by the way. We know that. We know for Ryan Johnson's Knives Out, he publicly said, don't watch the second trailer.
Yeah, it gives too much away.
It gives too much away, and so I didn't watch the second trailer.
Neither did I.
Which means he didn't have final say. Where...
Christopher Nolan's still bankable.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan's, big balls Nolan. Like, he's coming in there and he's like, it's going to be my way or the highway.
Exactly. It's an event when his movie comes out. He's one of those event directors.
Yeah. He's also the kind of the director where people who are not movie fans are like, oh, Christopher Nolan's making another movie. Like, they know the name, like Spielberg.
Yeah, exactly.
I know he's not up there with Spielberg, but Spielberg's been around for like 80 years.
I don't even think Spielberg is Spielberg anymore, if you know what I mean.
No, but yet kids know his name almost. Yeah. Like I could meet a 12-year-old and I say Spielberg and they know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I get you.
They might not be able to say, oh, he did this and this and this.
Jaws but they know him.
I feel like they'd know Jurassic Park.
Yeah, every kid knows Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're very excited for Tenet.
No idea what's really going on in the trailer.
You were saying it's cool that Robert Pattinson, right before being Batman, is in a Chris Nolan movie.
I think his next movie from Tenet literally is The Batman.
Awesome. I hope he got some advice off Christopher
Nolan.
Nolan.
He picked his brain.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Christopher Nolan, partially colorblind as well.
Is he?
I've brought that up before, but that's why his color palette is the way it is. Cause
I do remember you saying this.
I think he's like red-green colorblind or something. So he has a very...
Madness for a filmmaker.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why his palette is, I wouldn't say muted, but it's focused on other colors, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. You'd want to have some serious trust in your cinematographer.
Totally.
Wouldn't you?
Does he work with the same cinematographer every time?
He usually works with a lot of people over and over again. Like Hans Zimmer is like his go-to guy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy.
Yeah. Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, yeah.
If Michael Caine's not in the movie, it's not a Christopher Nolan movie.
Exactly. I love that. I love directors who build up like a gang, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put him in my movie and everything.
Scorsese does it every once in a while. Like he has his go-to guy.
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel moved on to De Niro.
Yeah.
Then it was Leonardo DiCaprio. I have a feeling he might sway back to De Niro now.
De Niro and DiCaprio.
Is he gonna two-time them?
Woo. Get the two D's, the D and the D. De Niro and DiCaprio together. Anyway, that's almost as good as my cat joke earlier, which was not very good. Not very good. Right, we're going to move on to news quickly and then wrap up with a nice surprise at the end.
New Mutants. I want to talk about this.
Okay, go off about New Mutants for a bit.
This is brilliant. So, if anyone doesn't know the backstory, New Mutants is an X-Men movie, a Fox X-Men movie. There's another Fox X-Men movie to come out. Dark Phoenix was not the final nail in the coffin for the Fox X-Men franchise.
No, so New Mutants was this horror X-Men movie originally, and Fox... Small budget, and it's shot and everything, and it was given to Fox. And
it's got a YA tinge to it, the young adult kind of audience.
Yeah, there's apparently an LGBT relationship in it and everything, so there's a lot of buzz for it. I think
Maisie Williams is in it, but... Maisie Williams.
Maisie Williams and the guy from Stranger Things who's the ugly... guy in it.
Weird guy.
I shouldn't say ugly. He's a weird looking guy.
Well, they definitely tried to portray him as ugly, especially in the first season.
Yeah, they really. And then now in season...
He's like the older brother of the kid who goes missing in Stranger Things.
In season 3, they try and make him look kind of good.
Yeah, he definitely looks better. It's an improvement.
Yeah, in some way.
Yeah.
But, so the director of it, what's his name?
Josh Boone.
He wanted to do a horror movie, and Fox said, you can't do that.
This is way back in 2017, by the way.
Yeah, this is ages ago. So Fox said, no, you can't do that. You got to make it more accessible. So he did that, shot a whole movie.
Yeah, had to really compromise.
Yeah, and he ended up coming with a finished product that he was happy with, very happy with, in fact.
So this is so weird.
And then he gave it to Fox, and Fox said,
oh, fuck, we prefer your original idea.
Yeah.
So it's just... so hard to comprehend.
Yeah.
Like, this never happens.
No.
So Josh Boone fell in love with his compromise.
Yeah. And they said, we want you to go back and reshoot it. And he was like, I don't want to do that.
And they, up to 50% reshoots. So they really did not like this product.
No. And they wanted him to go back and change all of it. And he was like, no.
Add new characters?
New characters, shoot whole new scenes. And they're just like, I'm not going to do that. So now...
Now, this production ended in 2017, late 2017. It was finished filming.
And
just to give some context.
Yeah, so now Disney
This
own
is
it.
over 2 years later we're talking about this.
Yeah, Disney own it now, and they're like, okay, how much would it cost to reshoot it all? And it's like, all right, well, we'd have to de-age actors, and there's all these reshoots to do.
Some of these actors are like between 18 to 20.
Yeah,
now we're talking 2.5 years later for the reshoots.
It's a big change, big leap. People look very different in 2.5 years, especially if they're young.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, fuck it, we're just going to release the cut that you originally did. So no changes, no reshoots at all. They're going to release it at some stage this year, potentially.
It is this year. It's April this year.
April
it has
this
a release date.
Wow.
So it was April 2018 was the original release date.
Wow.
Then it went to like August 2018, then 2019.
Yeah.
Now it's 2020. April 2020.
Man, I don't know if it's going to get a big push or not.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But people thought it would be a straight...
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe it's good.
It's just such a weird story.
Totally.
To think that the director had an original idea. Studio shot it down.
Yeah.
Made him compromise. He fell in love with the compromise. Came back to the studio. They said, no, we actually prefer your original idea.
Yeah.
We need to do it all. Actually, there was so much tension between Fox and Josh Boone that Simon Kinberg, he's like the X-Men producer, he's been on like nearly all of them.
Yeah.
He directed Dark Phoenix. He originally what was going to happen is he was going to come back and direct the reshoots.
Yeah.
Because Josh Boone like was so angry at this whole idea.
It's crazy. So
they didn't happen in the end.
Yeah, so now he gets what he wants, and Disney gets to put out an X-Men movie, and if it turns out to be good, they'll get a lot of positive press. We're like, hey, X-Men is being turned around by Disney.
This was supposed to be a trilogy as well. This was the first movie in a trilogy. Do you think if this works, it's all small X-Men characters?
Yeah.
Do you think it becomes a part of the MCU?
Unlikely. I don't think
I know.
so. I don't think they would even dare to put this part of the end. I don't think Kevin Feige would allow it personally.
Yeah.
I don't think he was like, I want to use those characters for something else. Or he'll be like, look, I get that we've made this and we have the ability to release it, but I think we should release it as it is and just hold back, and maybe we can do something in the future.
It's so odd that we're getting another Fox X-Men movie though.
It is. I never thought New Mutants would see the light of day.
No.
I also didn't think
or it would go on Disney Plus. That's what the whole rumor was for ages. It was going to land on Hulu or Disney Plus.
And turns out neither of those is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to wait a year for it to land on Disney Plus when it bombs at the box office potentially. But so it's an interesting thing.
I'm very interested. Oh, the trailer lands this Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now that is interesting. I'm excited to see that then.
Yeah.
I remember the first trailer and people loved the horror aspect of it, and that's why Fox wanted the reshoots.
Yeah, we should have said that.
Yeah.
So like if you watch the first trailer, it looks like a straight up horror movie, not a YA superhero movie at all.
No.
People love this idea, and obviously Fox must have realized that, oh shit, the movie is not like the trailer.
Yeah. So they wanted to just do something new.
So this new trailer is kind of like the first trailer rebooted.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're going to show you what this movie's about again.
Yeah.
I just wonder what logo's going to go in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be very telling. If the Marvel logo is in front of it, then, I mean...
See, yeah, I think you're right about... Not actually, do you know what? Not even just the Kevin Feige aspect. I think it would be getting much more of a bigger push already.
Yeah.
If it was going to be a part of the MCU.
Totally, yeah.
Then again, they are small characters. It could be like retroactively like, oh yeah, that was always...
I mean, people forget Incredible Hulk is in the MCU, you know?
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Like, if fans latched on to, say, Maisie Williams' character, I don't even know what she's playing, right?
Yeah.
But she's somewhat of a bankable star, you know? Like, she was in Game of Thrones, the biggest show last decade.
Yeah.
So, imagine Maisie Williams got loads of praise for this film. Then the next Endgame.
Yeah.
Endgame Chapter 2. And she just shows up in it. You could so see them do something like that.
Yeah. Or maybe...
Who knows? And then you just rewrite her backstory as well in a kind of way where they're like, kind of happened but didn't happen.
Yeah. We'll never know exactly what happened. Anyway, look, it's certainly interesting, but there's another controversy going around recently, which is the Rose controversy. So
we're talking about your favorite character.
Everyone's
from
favorite
Last Jedi.
character from Last Jedi only gets 2 minutes of screen time in Rise of Skywalker, and people are not happy, and people think it's because she's Asian, but that's just not true.
Nothing to do with the fact that people just didn't like her character.
Never liked her character. And
I was saying to you, I haven't spoken to, I've spoken to so many people about The Last Jedi, and I've spoken about this character, Rose. Most people dislike her character. No one has ever come at me and said, I dislike her character because of her ethnicity.
Yeah, I like Kelly Marie Tran is the actress. She got a lot of hate when it first came out, and I think this might be kind of why people are really getting upset about this, because again, it was well known that she was receiving like hate mail and people were coming after her for this character. So I kind of see where they're coming from, but at the same time, it really makes no sense to me. Her character is unpopular. Her performance isn't bad. She's good in it.
And she seems like a nice person.
She seems very nice.
I'm not against her at all.
No, I really don't care for her character, and I don't care that she only had 2 minutes. I thought it was hilarious, in fact.
Yeah, call it fan service, call it whatever you want. I just assumed that J.J. Abrams was like, oh, people don't really like that character. I'm not really going to put her up front. Like, that's just that simple. That's what I thought it was.
Exactly.
I never even thought of fan service. I just thought maybe he didn't like the character too.
Yeah, maybe he didn't know what to do with her.
That couldn't be it by any chance.
Anyway,
I like how Finn and her have such a platonic relationship.
Yeah.
Like, spoilers. Like, he doesn't even look at her.
No.
He's like, all right, bud.
Yeah, how's it going?
Almost gives her a little dig in the arm. Like, we're so platonic right now.
Yeah, it's like two mates who kissed on a night out.
Exactly.
And they just
like,
never addressed
that's
it
fucking
again.
Weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so we're not gonna do that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're like brother and sister. No, we're actually like bro and bro here.
Yeah. So he's just like, you.
But you go on.
You check out my new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, look, it is what it is. The person who directed Always Be My Maybe would say she wanted to do a Disney Plus
it was,
series.
No, you racist bastard.
Oh, it was Crazy Rich Asians. Sorry.
Rich Asians.
Sorry. It's always Asia every time. I always offend.
Oh my god.
Anyway, the person who directed Crazy Rich Asians says that she wants to do a Disney. Is it? Oh, for fuck's sake!
You sexist piece of shit.
John M. Chu. That's a man's name. Yeah. So anyway.
Justice for Rose
Tico. Didn't even know her second name, and I know character second
She has a second name.
Exactly. So he says he wants to do a Disney Plus series with her. I personally have no interest in that.
No, me either. It's crazy to think that someone would say this.
Yeah, I agree. Like, no interest whatsoever.
Give fucking Chewbacca his own Disney Plus series.
I'd watch that. Give Poe Dameron, I would actually watch a Disney Plus series.
Yeah,
but
Oscar
Isaac wants no part of it, which is hilarious.
And I understand it totally.
Me too.
I do not understand this.
No.
This is just mental. Like, it's so mad.
It won't be successful. People won't enjoy watching this.
No.
It won't last.
If anything, talk about fan backlash.
Yeah, I know.
People are like, what the fuck are you doing?
I was about to say this.
Are you trolling us? Are you actually trolling us?
I feel like I'm being trolled by this whole Justice for Rose thing. It's like when people wanted to reshoot The Rise of Skywalker. Do you remember that? They had this whole thing where they were like, oh, we're going to make the version we want. And I'm like, that's...
Well, also, there's this whole thing of like, release the Snyder cut. There's a release the JJ cut now.
Yeah.
Because supposedly, like, loads of footage was cut by Disney that he wasn't happy with.
No, fucking, it's bullshit.
And this is the fucking thing again, where people are like, oh, you don't know what the Snyder cut is. It's fucking awesome. Oh, have you seen it?
Have you seen it?
No.
No.
So it's the same thing. Like, maybe the J.J. Abrams cut is worse.
If I ask someone, why do you like Rose as a character? Tell me why. Give me a reason why. I don't know if anyone could give me... I don't know why you would like her character.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think... I never enjoy... She's the worst part of that film. And...
Like, I could totally understand if an Asian person said to me, I just like the inclusion.
If that...
an Asian character's in it, I'd be like, totally understand that.
Yeah.
100%. Like, if there was some guy that had an Irish accent...
I'd love it.
in Star Wars, I'm like... Oh,
can I get more of him?
That's me.
But
that's me. I'm in Star Wars now. That's me.
Funny enough, though, if there was just a lad with an Irish accent in Star Wars, I think Irish people would be like, "Yeah, that's great." I don't think anyone over here would be like, "Oh, I want to see more of him."
He needs a Disney Plus series.
I don't know if anyone.
Colin Farrell's tweeting saying, "Oh, the fucking direct it. I'll pay for it."
I don't know if anyone would genuinely be like I can imagine a piss take in Ireland if it would be like, "We want to see the."
There's definitely a fan made.
Yeah,
series.
Exactly. We want to see the what's the character's name is?
John Boy
Murphy. John Boy Murphy. We want to see him and his time in the Resistance as a pilot.
And then all it is the fan-made one would be him just eating space. He'd be drinking space Guinness all the time.
Space, kind of getting into
I'll
brawls.
Take another space point
getting
there.
into brawls, you know. He's just.
It'd be so cliche.
He's just living his life.
Stereotypical Irish.
Yeah. But I get, you know, for inclusion, but people saying that like the new series isn't very inclusive. 2 out of the 3 main cast in Rise of Skywalker are minorities great or ethnic or different ethnicities, not white.
They're not Caucasian.
You know.
Please elaborate.
Like people are calling out the movie for not being inclusive, but I'm just like 2 of the main 3 are non-Caucasian people, and there's plenty. Maybe because I'm white, I don't notice it as much, but in my mind, there's plenty of like different races in the movie.
100%.
I think it's inclusive. I don't know. Billy D. Williams is back as Lando as well.
Yeah. Finn is like one of my favorite characters.
He's awesome. I really enjoy Finn.
Where is Oscar Isaac from? You had told me this earlier. That's what I meant by elaborate.
Guatemala. He's
Thank
from
you.
Because
That's what I meant actually by elaborate. Because I was like, because Poe to me is not Poe, but Oscar Isaac is so American at the same time.
Yeah.
But you know, there's like a little bit of flavor in there. You're like, what's that spice? What is that spice that I'm sensing?
He's got so much chemistry with everyone. But
that's why you feel like, oh shit, is he gonna fuck her?
Is he gonna fuck that?
He's gonna fuck him.
He's gonna fuck him. I'm into either option.
One of the rumors about this whole release the JJ cut is that JJ pushed for a romance between Poe and Finn.
Oh,
now,
really?
This is such a rumor, by the way. Like this whole section could be like the definition of rumor. Mm-hmm. But if that's true, I would be so unhappy with it because I really like their bromance.
Yeah, me too.
And it's the kind of thing where the woke society #triggered would be like, oh, these 2 platonic mates, they need to be lovers. I'm like, no, not at all.
Totally. I've never seen them like that. I know
this podcast is a literal bromance.
Yeah, it is.
You know, why can that?
Why can that? I get that people want to see something new, especially in Star Wars, but
I understand wanting to be progressive and all that.
But
Singapore,
yes,
not very progressive though. Have you heard about the female kiss?
It's cut out.
Yeah, the girl on girl action.
Girl on girl action is cut out with that.
It's spicy.
Yes.
No, it's so PG.
Yeah, it really is. It's normal, which is what it is really.
Exactly.
But I've never got the Poe and
too spicy for Singapore though.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently,
I've never understood the Poe and Finn thing. I always thought they were really good friends, and they kind of.
And I enjoyed the bromance. It actually kind of dampened it a bit when I heard that people were like, they have to be like romantically involved. I was like, what? I swear to God, again, never sensed that.
I know Oscar Isaac and John Boyega are all for it as well. For it, but again, that's me bromancing thing as well.
Just strengthens it more.
Because they actually get on so well.
I just feel like they're like, hey, fuck it,
go on,
I'll fucking kiss him on camera. Why not?
Exactly.
It'd be funny.
It would. But I don't know. Look, that's kind of all the news we really want to cover. I don't think there's anything else important there.
Oh, I've one little snippet of good news.
Okay.
Jared Leto's not going to be Joker.
Hooray!
In Birds of Prey.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And that's all needs to be said on that. He's not going to be in it.
You're welcome.
Rejoice, world.
You're welcome, world.
We did it. No, but we want to announce something that we're going to do.
This is a commitment.
It is.
This is like a mortgage.
So I said the last time, hey, wouldn't it be interesting if we watched, how many weeks is it till No Time to Die, because we could watch a Bond movie a week.
Daniel Craig's last
one,
the Daniel Craig saga ending
Bond movie, officially. So we kind of looked into it, and it's 14 weeks till then. It comes out on April 3rd, so we obviously can't do a Bond movie a week, so we are going to start doing 2 Bond movies a week. But in some weeks, and other weeks we'll do less. We're
going to try digest the entire Bond back catalogue.
Yeah.
Every 24 movies.
Mm-hmm. It's
going to be fun.
It's going to be fun, but
I hope we can do it.
I'm going to look up now, so you guys. So we encourage you to watch it along at home, and we'll be reviewing them every week, and we'll be talking about our favorite Bond songs and villains and everything. It's just going to be a fun ride.
All cards on the table. Mm-hmm. I'm going to Brazil for 3 weeks.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm going to have a lot of catch up to do.
Yeah. Yeah, so there is going to be a drought in straight to series videos for a while as well.
Just for 3 weeks, and then we're back.
But we'll probably tweet out our Instagram what movies we're watching, and there'll be updates and everything.
I'm actually super hyped to do this, though.
Yeah, me too.
the more I think about it, the more I don't like Sean Connery. I don't know if I've seen one of those James Bond movies in full. Probably as a kid, but like nothing that I can actually look back on.
Sean Connery is a good one because the first four Bond movies are solid, good James Bond movies.
Yeah.
Like all of them are pretty great. So it's a good one to start with.
I'm really excited for
me
the
too.
Roger Moore movies.
Me too.
Because the Roger Moore movies are like the hokey, like, hey, this is James Bond now as a genre.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to those. Gadgets galore.
Yeah, so we're not going to watch Never Say Never Again. That's not out. That's out because
that's not in the same canon.
It's not canon, and we're not going to watch the original Casino Royale. But we're going to start with Dr. No and From Russia with Love this week.
Yeah.
Then next week we'll do Goldfinger Thunderball, and then the week after You Only Live Twice and On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
So if anyone wants to
watch along,
partake,
yeah,
it's going to be fun. It's going to be recreational.
Maybe we might tweet out an Instagram our reviews actually.
Yeah, of each movie.
Yeah, while you're away at least, so people know that we've watched them and have enjoyed them or something. So
I'm really excited.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. Hunk and Skunk this week.
Ooh boy,
Hunk.
Oh, I think I know the skunk.
Okay, I want to give Hunk to Rose because you're worth it, Rose, and that's all you need. There you go.
I like it.
You're Hunk
I like
now.
it.
You know, I appreciate you, Kelly Marie Tran, for the inclusiveness and everything, but I don't want to see a Disney Plus series about you.
But I hope you do well.
I hope you do well.
Yeah.
And
skunk.
Yes. Cats.
Yeah.
Cats.
Skunks.
All
That's what it's
cats.
called. The movie's called Skunks now.
Yes, yeah. Can we get the poster changed? Can we do another update?
Oh, that'd be so good if we just did Skunks.
Oh man, how long would that take to edit?
What?
Skunks. If we just get the Cats poster and just put up Skunks.
I don't know. I'll try.
Okay. Good. That's more homework for Ian. Anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen,
thanks
for watching.
For listening.
We will be active on the social medias for the next 3 weeks, but there will be no episodes.
No, 3 weeks. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
But also, this is kind of the drought period for movie news anyway.
So we'll have built up a good kind of backlog of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, big time.
So see you all then. Thank you for listening. Happy New Year.
If you don't see another episode, I may have been kidnapped in Brazil.
You may have been kidnapped in Brazil. Again, we'll be live tweeting all that. So don't even worry about it.
I hope the kidnappers let me watch James Bond though.
Oh, well, surely. I mean, who doesn't love James Bond?
I don't think people are going to pay the ransom.
I don't have
Maybe I could get into the kidnapping life though. Maybe like I become friends with them because they're
totally
the ransom's not going to be paid, and then I'm one of the kidnappers.
That would be great. That would bring it would be so much easier to get viewers that way.
Yeah, it would bring a lot more drama to the
kidnap
podcast.
People and then make them watch it.
We could have them guest star.
Yeah, they could sit here bound and gagged and oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
This is going to be great. All right. Thank you guys. If you're missing us while we're gone, watch some of our old episodes. We just put out a excellent Die Hard episode.
Beautiful episode. And hey, we got Predator episodes there as well. The Shining.
The Shining episode. We're all very proud of that.
We get fucking head deep into the fucking labyrinth that is The Shining.
There's reviews and episodes, so just check out some of our back catalogue. We're sorry for the 3 weeks, but people have to have holidays. And we will see you guys soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.